Is that what I think it is? Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. We live on caffeine. Exactly, people. At the Battle Rapport on all platforms. Should already know that. Shout out to the big homie. Squirtle holding it down. But we about to get into it. We got some things to talk about. You know what I mean? For the lovely people out there, we got some things to talk about. Yeah, yeah, we got some things to talk about. Hold on. We got some things to talk about. Hold up. Hold up. We got some things to talk about. Straight up, we got some things to talk about. I feel some type of way, and because of that, I got something to say. All right. So shout out to the big homie Squirtle. But anyway, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Is anybody ready? I bet y'all not for this one. Hold on. Let's get ready for the Battle Rapport. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Battle Rapport. I am your host, HydroMan, your Slipknot fan of Battle Rap, here helping you catch up on Battle Rap. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Huddle. Yeah, yeah. Huddle up, huddle up. HydroMan's about to shake this. Anyway. As y'all can tell from the title, URL, well, live the huddle, URL, unfinished business numero 3. I ain't hear nothing in years about any unfinished business, anything. I mean, look, shout out to Sue Surf, shout out to Tay Rock, shout out to DNA and K-Shine. Gun titles versus NWX Part 2. You know what I mean? Which happened on Unfinished Business number 2. But I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I feel some type of way. And I'm about to talk about it. All right? Need to clear my voice. But yeah, I feel some type of way. I know y'all ain't seen me in a little bit, but we got some things to talk about. Shout out to Piper Boy Williams. He be doing like, we got some things to talk about. But yeah, I got something to talk about. And not in the third round, you know what I mean? Like Cortez. Shout out to Cortez. Um, ain't nobody talking about any unfinished business card. URL dropping, smack super fights and everything. I'm like, yo, even the UM3, the tournaments and stuff, like, I'm all for that. I'm cool for that. You know what I mean? I'm all with it. How about an unfinished card? Unfinished business. You know what I mean? We still need that Miss Miami versus Coffee Brown. You know what I mean? Type of situation. But let me get into it right now. Matter of fact, before I get into it, hold up. Before I get into it, we gotta do the M's, right? We gotta do the M's. All right. We already know champion Jay Black. Shout out to Jay Black. Shout out to Mark Django. Shout out to Dree. Shout out to Anwar. Shout out to Rita. And shout out to Debo, who of course is a part of champion. But shout out to the whole champion staff. They have the whole, P's, which is, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Da 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 da. I have the M's. Only place where you'll get the M's is here on the Battle Rapport, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. It's mandatory to memorize material, masterfully manipulate metaphors, massacre markmen maliciously to maintain motivative mightiness. You want me to say it again? I think I will. It's mandatory to maintain. Excuse me, my bad. I've been drinking. I've been drinking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my bad. It's late. I'm cool. I'm alright. But anyway, it's mandatory to memorize material, masterfully manipulate metaphors, massacre marksmen maliciously to maintain motivative mightiness. Oh yeah, there's a part two to that. You ain't know? Well, here it is. Be mindful to multitask major. Yo, no lie, I'm a little tipsy right now, so I'm gonna start this again. One more take. One, two, three. It's mandatory to memorize material, masterfully manipulate metaphors, massacre marksmen maliciously to maintain motivative mightiness. Be mindful to multitask, magnify major maddening main lines magically to mastermind a manifesto, murder a manuscript. Let's do that one more again for all you lovely people out there, everywhere on Facebook, Caffeine, YouTube, and the beautiful people out there on Instagram and Twitter and all that follow me. Let's do this one more again for y'all, because I know y'all love it. I know y'all love it. But anyway, it's mandatory to memorize material, masterfully manipulate metaphors, massacre marksmen maliciously to maintain motivative mightiness. Be mindful to multitask, magnify major maddening main lines magically to mastermind a manifesto, murder a manuscript. And there you go. Mic check. Okay. Anyway. Hey, you gotta have fun out here. You know what I mean? It's as serious as battle rap, with so many bars going at each other, and you know what I mean, so many personals and all this. You know what I mean? Hey, everything happens in battle rap. You know what I mean? It's the purest form of hip hop. But enough of my little small little rant there. We about to get into this, people. We about to get into this. Cause y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. I want to talk about it. So y'all deserve it. We deserve it. URL. Unfinished business. Who wants to talk about it? Nobody wants to talk about it. Yo, Piper Boy Williams, you want to talk about it? DME, Detroit, you want to talk about it? Champion, y'all want to talk about it? Does anybody want to talk about it? I kind of feel weird that nobody's really talking about it, but hey, you know what? It's all right. It's all right. You know why? Because that's why I'm here. The Battle Rapport. HydroMan from the Battle Rapport. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We about to do this. We about to do this. Yeah. Everything's all written down. So, because I still have a lot of other people that I want to put on this card, but you know what I mean? This is something that I've been putting together for a few weeks. And like I said, I got episodes coming down the road. I'm not gonna say pipe because you know y'all go the whole Jazz the rapper thing. The pipe took me to a whole nother level. Ah! Yeah, that was crazy, Jazz. That whole episode that I got, Jazz versus Gaddis, is a whole nother thing right there that I'm gonna be setting up for the next week or two because I definitely have a whole lot of battles that I'm going through and that I'm gonna be doing each individual battle recapping. So when I do that, I'm gonna be throwing it on YouTube, which will be archived on my YouTube. So if everything isn't already archived on my YouTube and my Facebook at the Battle Rapport, um, well, you should already know. But anyway, let's get into this list, people. This is my list. This is my list, people. My list of what I've wanted to see for however many years, and some others that I started putting together because I'm like, this would be fracking awesome to be put together. I would love to see this. But in an unfinished business setting, URL unfinished business setting. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I'm a little tipsy right now. I feel nice. Y'all deserve this. Y'all deserve this. I'm telling y'all deserve this. I deserve it. Y'all deserve this. The BRC, the Battle Rap Community, We all deserve this. All fans that love battle rap, we deserve this right here. We'll move this just slightly to the right and the left of your portion of the corner, I guess, of the. Anyway. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, we good, we good, we good, we good. We good, we good, we good. Alright. First and foremost, Miss Miami versus Coffee Brown. We need that on an official. We need this on an official like unfinished business card. We need this on that. We need this. Bring this lower just slightly. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. But I personally think, right, Miss Miami versus Coffee Brown needs to go down. Unfinished business 3. My personal opinion, HydroMan for the battle rap pool. Right? Let's move this mic over here then, because it's looking off. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yay. Anyway. But let's go on, right? We got some other unfinished business, like maybe Disaster versus Matt Hoffa. You know what I mean? Something like maybe New Jersey Twerk, Rum Nitty. You know what I mean? How about something like I personally think that now, like I said, this is my unfinished business 3 card. This is my personal card. All right. So you can rewind this as many times as you want. It's still gonna say Murder Mook versus Tay-Rack. I want that. I want that. I want that part 2. I want that rematch. Even though, most of us still want to see Sue Surf versus Murder Mook because Drake, years ago wanted to battle Murder Mook, but he's like, hey, if you battle Surf, you beat Surf, you pass Surf, I'll battle you. All right, whatever. We'll see. We'll see what's up, Drake. We'll see what's up, Drake. But yeah, another battle I want to see on the unfinished business card. Unfinished business 3. I'm not gonna say my dream card. It's just let's get these battles out of the way. You know what I mean? It's unfinished business. It needs its oomph. You know what I mean? It needs its power. It needs its direction. And its direction is this right here. Real Sick versus Danny Myers. We need that rematch. I'm sorry. We need that rematch. Gun Titles versus NWX. Even though NWX is no longer NWX, they are still folk. They are still kinfolk. They are still friends, family members, and all that. You know what I mean? But I still want K-Shine, DNA, Sue Surf, and Tay-Rock to have that third. We just need that third, man. That third battle between Gun Titles and ex NWX members. But let's go into something a little deeper, a little bit more like something of more speed right now. You know what I mean? From everything that's been going on. How about some Briz, Rothstein versus Murder Mook? Don't make me throw my hat. I'm not gonna throw my hat. I'm not gonna throw my hat. So anyway, yo. Okay. Now this has been going on for a few years, died down, but then, I'm guessing since his, reemergence coming, back into the battle rap game that, nobody's been paying attention. But yeah, Cassidy versus Shotgun Shook. What up? What up? What up? Y'all gonna put this together or what? Anyway, y'all don't want HydroMan to put a card together because you'll get something like this. You'll get something like Casey J versus New Jersey Twerk, the rematch. No choking, no stumbling, no nothing. That's what I want. I want Casey going ham, and I want New Jersey Twerk going ham. Straight up. Especially how New Jersey Twerk been doing his thing right now. Ooh, boy. Don't get me started. But like I said, I've said this before. I need like 4 more bodies, bro. I need like 4. I need at least 4 more bodies within the next year or two. There's no doubting in New Jersey Twerk. Like I said before, there is a lot. New Jersey Twerk's ceiling is very high. So every time he steps on that stage, whether small room, big room, however, he he is talented. He knows what he can do. He knows he just needs his proper time and how he's going to memorize material and so on and so forth. But anyway, but like I said, I want KCJ and New Jersey Twerk on that unfinished business 3 card. Smack, listen to me. I know you know what's up, Smack. Smack. I know you know what's up, Beasley, Chico. You already know. But anyway, let's move past that to something like, I don't know, QP versus Yoshi G and QP versus Yoshi G. Yeah, quantum physics and then clean paper. You know what I mean? So it's like it could be either or. I want them to battle her. I want her to battle them. I want her to show up and be like, yo, whatever the hell that y'all were talking about was trash. And I want them to be like, you have no idea. Like, yo, I want them to go ham. I want this. I want this. Do y'all want this? I want this. Leave it in the comments below. Hit smack up. Whoever wants Coffee Brown and Miss Miami on an unfinished business card, y'all already know. And tag this video. Let them know, yo, this guy right here, HydroMan from the Battle Rap Poor, you're a Slipknot fan of Battle Rap here, helping you catch up on Battle Rap. Reference this because he literally was talking about what card y'all should be doing. Since y'all pulling all these cards every couple months or so, definitely come on now, you should already know. But let's get back to my card that I've been putting together. But anyway, and of course, if we don't, come on now, Misfit, I got mad respect for you. You gotta come outside and take out Jazz, or fight back. Jazz is on it, and but anyway, Sue Surf versus Cortez, Jazz the Rapper versus Misfit. Now, if it doesn't go down on an unfinished business card, right? Let it be on a 2-on-2, a double impact, a summer impact. We have one of those, so definitely think about it. And of course, please reference yours truly, HydroMan from the Battle Rap Poor. You're a Slipknot fan of Battle Rap here, helping you catch up on Battle Rap to let the people know that this is where you got that info from. But anyway, but yeah, Cortez, Sue Surf, I definitely want. That is an unfinished business card. Is it? All right. Let's put it like this: is Cortez versus Sue Surf the top when it comes to headlining an unfinished business card? Leave it in the comments below. Let the people know all that. Have the convo. Let's have a conversation. That's why the Battle Rapport is here. We are here to have the conversation, whether online, video chatting or whatever. Let's have the conversation. So, let's get into something spicy. Yeah. Y'all remember that 150,000, right? It was 100,000 in the tournament, but then Drake put 30, put 50 on it, so it became 150, and then it was up to Rum Nitty and Geechee Gotti to go ahead and try to see who's the winner, but then they ended up like, hey man, we're just gonna split, whoever's the winner, we're just gonna split it, so and so, no matter what, we're gonna split it. So we didn't have a winner per se. The judges, supposedly the judges still had, their own opinion of who won or whatever, but none of us got to hear it. I certainly didn't get to hear it. But anyway, we still got Rum Nitty versus Geechee Gotti. I loved the first battle. That first battle was awesome. That took place in LA, and if I'm correct, that happened on the roof. But I don't think it was on the roof. I think it was like in a parking lot. I think it was in a parking lot. Um, but that was aired in um Gnome 9 or no, it was Summer Madness 9, I think. That happened I'm trying to the steel mill out there in right out there in the UK. So that's where, Pat Stay battled Tay Rack. So that was pretty heavy. Um but yeah, uh I honestly feel Geechee Gotti and Rum Nitty, we need that third. We need a third for real. We need that third battle to really determine who is the winner between these two. To be honest, I have these two on my Mount Rushmore of the new era. The past 5 to 10 years, I have those two in my Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean? The old era Mount Rushmore, of course, I have Murder Move, Loaded Lux, Arsenal, and Thesaurus. So, you know what I mean? But for the new era, I have literally Geechee Gotti and I have Geechee Gotti, Sue Surf. Um, I'm not gonna say my whole entire Mount Rushmore, because that's gonna be a whole episode that I'm gonna, give to y'all when I'm ready. You know what I mean? Because there's some things in the work, people. There's things in the workings. So trust you me, everything is heading to the right direction. But yeah, I definitely want this third this third battle. You know what I mean, between Gichigati and Rum Nitty. I want a determining fact. I want to know who's the best between these two when it comes to, you know what I mean, the as far as the cup. Look, the first battle, it was very even. It was very even. Some people had Geechee, a lot of people had Rum. I had Rum. You know what I mean? Gotti has some stuff, you know what I mean? But I felt like Rum, he was on it. You know what I mean? Okay. What was at least one of the bars that Rum Nitty did off of the first battle that he had with Geechee Gotti? His One of his bars, standout bars to me, for me, which won the battle for me decisively after, going through the rounds. It was the determining factor in Rum Nitty beating Geechee Gotti in the first battle. Uh, uh, he was like, Mops with us, bang on the apps, trunk full of German chops just in case SWAT stick us. You know what I mean? Glocks with us. I'm not, he was like, I'm not alone with the on like Gothica. Glock bang on the app. Yo, he did that crazy though. And then the way he did it, he was like, he was, mixing the whole I'm not alone with the arm like Gothica. So if y'all ever saw that movie Gothica, that was crazy. I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm not alone. I'm not alone with the arm like Gothica. That was crazy from Rum Nitty. He was like, I'm not alone with the arm like Gothica. Glass was bang on our app, trunk full of German chops just in case SWAT stick us. Like, boy, boy, whoo. Rum Nitty is a UR alien. But anyway, but yeah, since we're on the topic of Rum Nitty, I want to see Big K and Av versus. Not we're not gonna get Big K versus Av. We're not gonna get that. They cool with each other. It would have happened years ago, 2017 maybe a little bit before then, but 2017 was probably the peak. Since then, they've been cool. They've been chill. Most likely, they've even referenced in a few times on different platforms that they're willing to do a 2-on-2 together. So, like I said, since we're on the topic of Rum Nitty, I want to see Av and Big K versus Geechee Gotti and Rum Nitty. My little, my little 30 sack on Av or the dog Av, whatever, versus EFB. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, I kind of feel like Av and Big K, Geechee Gotti versus like these two, EFB, Rum Nitty and Geechee Gotti versus Av and Big K. We talking about punchliners. Got a couple dudes in here that's been angling lately. So just imagine if these four men got together and were like, "Yo, I'm booked, dude, to tag team with you to go kill these mob. What you about to do?" And like literally, both these teams, their writing is impeccable. All four of these men, Av, Big K, Rum Nitty, Gitchy Gotti, especially in this new era. And like I said, I'm not gonna give y'all my Mount Rushmore of the new era, but like I said, I have Geechee Gotti and Rum Nitty. But anyway, and Sue Surf. Um, but to continue moving forward, I need the rematch of B Magic and Real Sick, people. For real. I need it, and I need it now, or at least within the next year. Give it. I need like it can't be more than 12 months. It can't be more than a year. I need these two to, especially be Magic because bro. I will be doing like I said before. I'm going to be doing an episode on B Magic and what he was doing in 2019 and 2020 because he did really good. There was a lot of battles that nobody is really pointing eyes to except for a couple people that were saying it. I think Tony Bro was saying it and a couple other people. But like I said, a shout out to Black Compass Media. But definitely, I want B Magic and Real Sick the rematch. I need that to go down on Unfinished Business, número tres. And that's why I'm making this card right here. URL, hit me up. Y'all already know. I'll be your amigo. Shake my hand. Anyway. We gotta have fun out here. You know what I mean? Pero lo vamos a continuar. We're gonna continue. Um, this has been brewing for a bit. I think y'all like it. I think y'all like to see it. I think y'all want to see it. Tay Rock versus Danny Myers. Parallel Universe versus That's Light. Well, well, we can't say it's light anymore. I mean, well, we can't really say it was light before. It's just to him, to Tay Rock, that's light. And that's it, you know. But anyway, Anyway, he's had his interviews where he spoke about the it's light and so on and so forth. So I definitely think that, he is one of the pioneers in the past 10 years or so, give or take, that you want to talk about consistency and coming up with new material all the time and stuff like that, willing to challenge himself in troubling times. That means something. That speaks layers and that speaks levels and volumes, such as Danny Myers too. Both both Danny Myers and Tay Rock have definitely, in their own statures, created accolades, have achieved accolades, created movements of their own that is undeniable, that it is stamped in history. When you think of, do you believe in a parallel universe? I do. Danny Myers, right? Yikes, Danny Myers, right? When you think of that's light, when you think of boy, it's me, boy, like what are you thinking? Tay-Rock. Shout out to Redman. You know what I mean? This is me, boy, like a Tay-Rock line. But anyway, but yeah, I want Tay-Rock versus Danny Myers. I need it, I want it, and I want it now. Unfinished Business 3, people. Okay. Besides that, because I'm a fan of Danny Myers, I need that rematch with him and Jerry West. Danny Myers versus Jerry West. I need that rematch. I need that rematch. And he needs that get back, especially with Jerry West. You know what? Give Danny Myers, Jerry West, New Year's Eve, straight up. I want Danny Myers to take out Jerry West this year. This year. But that's my opinion, people. And what this was a one rounder, right? Loso versus Briz Rothstein, right? One rounder, I believe so. That's why I have it up here as the rematch. I need 3 full rounds from y'all. If Briz Rothstein, shout out to Briz Rothstein. I know he's retired. He wants a hundred thousand to come back and battle rap. Yo, I salute you, homie. You know what you smart. In the words of DJ Khaled, you real smart. You smart. You real smart. You know what I mean? You know what it is. Like, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and and write for weeks, or it's like be up here for the next couple weeks, or I mean, a few weeks to a month, maybe a month and a half, coming up with bars and so on and so forth against somebody, and all I'm getting is this, that, and the other, like, and I'm not getting no residuals off like any YouTube or any replays on this, that, and the other, like. I need this big cake, bro. I need this big bag. If y'all ain't giving me, if I ain't caking up off a big bag, it's not even worth it for me to sit here 2, 3 weeks or a month and a half writing bars against somebody that, whether I'm down for it or not, yo, give me that money. Give me that bag. That's what I'm saying. Give me that bag. I do it. Briz, you smart. You real smart. You know what's up. You not jumping up in this mug again. About to waste no time. Bump that, bump that, bump that. You like, I'm retired. Y'all want me to come back? That's 100,000 against anybody. It could be 100,000 against anybody. You know what I mean? They could do something like this is just sporadically off the top. Briz Rothstein, they could hit Briz Rothstein up and be like, yeah, we'll give you 100,000. We'll give you Easy to Black Captain. Would that be a fire battle, ladies and gentlemen? Leave it in the comments below. Briz Rothstein versus Easy the Black Captain. But anyway, and because of that whole thing, I want to see Mike P versus Briz Rothstein. That's my personal opinion. I want to see Loso versus Briz Rothstein because Loso has been, for me, I'm very hard on my Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, on my Latinos and all that. You know what I mean? I'm very hard on us because, we be, throwing the N word out there like it's nothing. And, you know what I mean? It's, like I said, I have my own personal opinion, but I'm very hard on my brothers, on my Latino brothers and sisters. So, I definitely have seen Loso, you know what I mean? Especially after his battle with Chef Trez, that left something for me. You know what I mean? I understand, a lot, it's a debatable battle, but Chef Trez showed up and virtually wiped Loso off the planet for a few months until Loso tried to get back. You know what I mean? But then he faced Briz Rothstein in a one rounder. Right? It was a one rounder. But he needs that comeback. He needs that get back, and he needs it with Briz Rothstein. I personally think he can battle Misfit, he can battle whoever else. You need to battle this guy, homie. You need to battle Briz Rothstein. If Loso can have his chance at battling Briz Rothstein one more game, and it's on an unfinished business numero 3 card, then you already know. Shout out to your boy HydroMan from the Battle Rapport who put this card together for you. But anyway, let's continue on. Since let me see, I'm gonna have a whole episode on Coffee Brown in the next couple weeks or so. So look for it soon. I have Coffee Brown versus Glue Easy. There were some things that were said before. Did that battle actually happen? Were there shots being thrown at each other and all types of other stuff? However, whatever, they need to get it in. And I'm not talking about the sex and all that. No, I'm talking about get it in on a battle, straight up. Because I remember the little spat going back and forth, and I definitely want to see that battle. And if they battled, I want their rematch, and I want it on this card. You know what I mean? If y'all not gonna have Coffee Brown versus Miss Miami, then at least have Blue Easy versus Coffee Brown. Unless after she battled T Top, that she deserves top tier battle rappers. So we gonna see. We gonna see. And since we are going into the top tier status and stuff like that, let's talk about Sue Surf versus Iron Solomon. Who ducking the smoke? Huh? Who ducking the smoke? Who ducking the smoke? Nobody right now. Actually, nobody. Nobody ducking smoke right now, which is really surprising. You know, people want to say whatever about Mook. He ain't ducking smoke. Time and preparation. Like, yo, I know how easy, no pun intended, I know how easy it is that, you know, the easy flips could be thrown on me because I'm Murder Mook, Mr. Easy, and then I'm battling a guy, I would be battling a guy called Easy the Black Captain. Like, I need more time to prep. 30 days is not going to do it. I got a lot in my life. I need more time. That is a smart man. My personal opinion. Mark my words. Do you hear? Mark my words. Murder Mook versus Easy the Black Captain will still happen. It's just in time. You gotta give it time. But yeah, I want Sue Surf versus Iron Solomon. There's no smoke being ducked right now with Sue Surf. He's taken all challengers except JC for some apparent reason. I don't know what's going on, bro. But maybe I don't know. Sue Surf kind of does feel like JC needs to up his status more, but don't sleep on JC. Don't yo, nobody sleep on Julian Carter, please. This guy, he will pull a Vince Carter on y'all. And anyway, but while we're on the subject of Iron Solomon versus Sue Surf, I want to see Iron Solomon versus Averb. That was some smoke that was ducked a couple years ago, wasn't it? It was ducked a couple years ago, but there's no ducking right now, right? Averb out here, people. Y'all ain't just see what the hell he just did with Head Ice? Yo, shout out to the Wolf. Shout out to the Wolf. Homie. That was I am thank you, Averb. You showed up and showed out. Like I said, I'll be doing individual recaps on episodes in the next few weeks coming up for uh Queen of the Ring card, for the for the couple URL cards that dropped recently, so and Drake's card. So trust you me, people, trust you me. But yeah, Averb and Iron Solomon, I want that. That has to be on an unfinished business card, especially this one, Unfinished Business 3, created by yours truly, HydroMan, from the Battle Rapport. But let me see. We were just talking about Geechee Gotti before too. So Geechee Gotti versus Vixen the Assassin. The old champion of the year versus versus the old champion of the year versus Wody. Oh, since I have that over there, how about the new Wody, the new champion of the year versus Wody? How about that? How about here we go. Geechee Gotti, Mr. Two-time champion of the year, three-time champion of the night winner. Got a ring for that. He got a ring and a belt for each of his champion titles, champion of the years, versus woman of the year, Wody, Vixen the Assassin. I want to see, if anything, right? If anything, I want to see how Geechee's gonna get past some of the angles that she's gonna come with. Yo, she's gonna come with it, bro. She's not letting up. And I want to see how I want to see what angle she's gonna have against Chilla Jones. I know that she'll probably use a lot of the champion of the year things against him and stuff like that. But and his losses against Real Deal and stuff like that. But how many times has that stuff really been used? You know what I mean? And it's kind of tiring, to be honest. But I digress and go into something else, like maybe Mad Child versus Daylight. What? Okay, this is an oddball. You know what I mean? This is one of my right. This is one of my oddball battles that I want to see. I want to see again, or should I say, like, shout out to Mad Child, shout out to Daylight. They are on the music thing right now. You know what I mean? And I think Daylight will be battling soon from what I heard. Um, but you ain't heard it from me, so. But I hope that Daylight does battle because I did hear that he was gonna battle soon. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. You never know. But yeah, Mad Child. If y'all remember Daylight versus Mad Child, uh, Daylight versus Mad Child, he did the I'm a little his this is my hand, this is my spout. I'm a little teacup. Yeah, that one. I'm a little teapot. This is my hand. This is my spout. You know what I mean? That one. Well, I know Mad Child isn't on his battle rapping thing right now. He's focusing very heavy on his music. So happy with his recovery. Very sobering experiences that I've heard throughout the few months of Mad Child, and very bright eyes put on him and understanding where Mad Child came, come from and all that, and what I mean, there's a higher appreciation for the battle between Mad Child and Daylight after than seeing it then. I'm like, Mad Child, oh, whatever, I don't even know. Battle Axe Academy, Battle Axe League, Battle Rap League, what the hell? I don't get it. But it made sense, especially after listening to um, Mad Child's new album. I don't know if any of y'all heard it, Shane, but it's an emotional ride, people. It's an emotional ride. You know what I mean? Especially when you get down to the fact that real things happen in people's lives, and sometimes people don't express it. But then when the time comes that they are open and aware to themselves and the world, that they finally get to be able to express it. And Mad Child is in that next level of, I know who I am, I know what I'm supposed to do, this is my path. So I know Mad Child and Daylight, their rematch ain't ever gonna happen, but I'm cool with that. I'm happy that Mad Child is in a beautiful, happy state that he is in, making sure that he stays sober, making sure that he stays with us to provide the lyrics and music that we need to hear. No more of this mumble rapping stuff. But anyway, anyway, um, but yeah, shout out to Mad Child, shout out to Daylight. I know they'll never have that rematch or whatever, but if they ever did, it would be on a unfinished business numero 3 card. um, and then okay, okay. Here we go. Here we go. Tay Rock versus Charlie Clips, number 3. The third rematch. Yeah, I want it. I want it. It was referenced a couple months ago, referenced a couple years ago too. I want it. I want it. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. Straight up. I want to see this battle. Yo, could you? Yo, Tay Rock is not that Tay Rock from before. And he's a lot more potent right now. And he got something to prove, ladies and gentlemen. You have, oh my goodness. There is a lot that Charlie Clips has been doing lately. Don't get me wrong. What has been like a year or two since he battled New Jersey Twerk, which it's a debatable battle. A few people have New Jersey Twerk winning. Some people have Charlie Clips winning. Mostly Charlie Clips winning, but viral moments like Charlie bit me, and all that. You know what I mean? And then all else fails to put Charlie back in the field. The Great Pumpkin. Like, my goodness, like these things are factors where people start, going back and forth. Yo, I think New Jersey Twerk won that. No, no, no. I think Charlie won that. And you know what I mean? For me, Charlie Clips, he's been one of those that I'm not gonna put him. I never had Charlie Clips on my Mount Rushmore, but he's one of those like honorable mentions. Like, yo, if it wasn't for this guy, he would be up here. You know what I mean? But um, Charlie Clips rep Harlem, right? We all know this, right? I feel like K Shine fills that void, fills that spot for me when it comes to new era in the past 5 to 10 years, Mount Rushmore. So I would put K Shine up there instead of Charlie Clips because between the two, I mean, you can leave it in the comments below. Um, do you think that Charlie Clips did more in the past 5 to 10 years in battle rap? Not not referring to his influence in Nick Cannon's show Wild 'N Out to then no, I'm talking about the battles in battle rap. Do you think that Charlie Clips has done more in battle rap than K Shine? And I'm talking about impact and everything that would be like a Cody. You know what I mean? Champion of the year. Anything that would be champion of the year. Those attributes. Would you equate those attributes to it being Charlie Clips, or would you equate that to being K Shine? I would be on the latter, which would be K Shine. So I would put K Shine in the new era, the past 5 to 10 years of new era of battle rappers. You know what I mean? That is on the Mount Rushmore. So I would put K Shine up there. Um, before Charlie Clips. You know what I mean? Because they rep New York, they rep Harlem. So not being biased or any of that. You know what I mean? Like I said, the Battle Report is a non-biased show. This is a non-biased channel. So, but anyway, let's continue on. I want that Charlie Clips versus Tay Rock numero 3. And it better be on an unfinished business 3 card, people. But anyway. KCJ Yoshi G. What up? What up? What up? We gonna have this happen? We gonna have this happen, Schmack? We gonna have this happen, Schmack? What up, Sean? What up, Sean? What up, Sean? We gonna have this happen, Schmack? KCJ versus Yoshi G. We gonna have this happen, Schmack? We gonna have to happen? We gonna do it? Or do I have to holler at Debo? Matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna holler at Debo. I'm gonna just have this video just tagged to your URL. There you go. So the URL star can see it. They're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But anyway, KCJ versus Yoshi G. We gonna make that happen or what? Unfinished business card. We need it. Since we are on the since we're on KCJ and Yoshi G, how about Yoshi G versus Jazz the Rapper? Anyway, y'all want me to talk about that? I will talk anyway. Especially Jazz. Yo, in my predictions, I had Gaddis beating you because ring rust. I put ring rust in quotations because I honestly thought that you had ring rust. I know that Shuffle T wasn't your last solo battle, or was it? But this right here with you against Gaddis, that you know Thank you. You showed up and showed out. I'm gonna have my episode about that, and trust you me, I appreciate what Jazz the Rapper did. I appreciate what Jazz the Rapper did. She showed up and showed out and made sure every motherfucker out there knew what the was going down. Jazz the Rapper's nothing to play with. I appreciate that. But anyway, how about Jazz the Rapper versus Yoshi G? Jazz the Rapper said that she don't want Yoshi G right now, and I'm alright with it because I want more like a unfinished business 3 card. Like I said, like I would rather it be on an unfinished business card. You know what I mean? There's a lot that's going on. I personally thought that Yoshi G's challenge was not accepted by anyone. You know, and that's sad, but it's all right because the day that Yoshi G battles Jazz the Rapper, because it will happen. It will eventually happen. When that does go down, trust you me, there will be the ghostwriting bars that will be coming up. And boy, it's gonna go either it could go either way. Especially right now that Jazz is on one or three or four, whatever. Um okay. So and I still to be honest, I think Yoshi G does deserve that Jazz the Rapper battle. Maybe more than Jazz right now, but I think she needs that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that Mad Child Daylight rematch was an honorable mention that I wanted to say. That was an honorable mention. Now, let's get into some who's who's that one like from Philly. You know what I mean? Um I don't think Ines will ever battle Reed Dollars. I'm gonna leave that alone. But I personally would rather see Reed Dollars versus Jay Mills. What up? What up, Smack? What up, Smack? What up? What up? You bring Jay Mills back? How about that? Come on now. But anyway, I would like to see me personally, right? I would like to see Reed Dollars versus Jay Mills. That that would settle a lot of scores from back in the day of like, in my opinion, who was like the top dudes. You know what I mean? When it came to spitting them bars and really having, damn computer. But I've always thought that Jay Mills, when it came to songwriting, was excellent. He was really cool, real smooth on the track. Um, Not much of a battle rapper, right? But Reed Dollars, on the other hand, that man, he knows how to battle. He knows how to maneuver. He's been doing this for how long? Yeah. So I personally think that for me it would settle a big score between like that Philly, like the old Philly, like all right, Jay Mills, more of a songwriter than a battle rapper. Reed Dollars, because we didn't heard him, we didn't heard Jay Mills on a couple famous tracks before, whatever. We're not gonna talk about the uh, bedrock biasness on the radio airwaves because that's very weird. Totally eliminating Jay Mills' verse on that bedrock, and one station do it every once in a while, but then another, but them and another would just cut his verse completely off forever. So, but like I said, this other station they literally play it like every once in a while, but Like, let's say they play that song 10 times in a year. That radio station will play it 10 times in a year, and then out of those 10 times, you'll hear Jay Mill's verse once or twice. That's weird. And then the other radio station won't play his verse at all. That's tough, man. That's tough. That's why I'm like, yo, I would want for Reed Dollars and Jay Mills to battle. You know what I mean? That would be spicy there. You know what I mean? And it would get Jay Mills' name back in the mix too. You know what I mean? So what's going on with my computer over here? Doing some stuff I don't want it to do. No, don't need to update. I'll do the update later. We good. There we go. So, but yeah, Reed Dollars, Jay Mills, Philly on Philly, um, Philly on Philly, no backwoods. Uh, anyway, since we in Philly, might as well. Bill Collector. No, no, no. I'm not gonna say the Bill Collector Rothstein because I don't even think that's ever gonna happen. But if it does happen, it won't be on URL. It'll be somewhere else. Um, I got Bill Collector and Mike. Bill Collector versus Mike P. too. I need that rematch, and I need that on an unfinished business card, referencing to the tournament that they were in. They need the. They need this. Need to happen. This need to happen. Mm, 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 mm. Ah. Calico versus Tay Rock. The rematch. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Nah? No? Really? But Calico, but Tay Rock, damn. You can't win them all, people. That's all right. What are you talking about? What? That battle was awesome. I don't know what y'all talking about. That first one, back they coming out. Oh my god, out the cave. Oh my god, yo, come on now. Calico went in, and Tay Rock did too. You know what I mean? But I want to see that rematch. Me personally. You know what I mean? I don't want a one rounder. I don't want a one rounder. No. Who wants a one rounder? No. If you're gonna have a one rounder, have a one rounder with someone lower stature than you. Like if you're top tier, have a one rounder with a mid tier, and then like 5 years down the line, if they ever become top tier, that then y'all can have y'all rematch, and it'll be a 3 rounder. Cool, makes sense. Word makes you see it makes sense that way. Makes sense that way. Think about it. Think about it. Now, I do have this one up here because they never had the battle. Except, A Ward did have the battle himself. He just had it with a pot of coffee. I want A Ward versus Coffee Brown. And it better be on an unfinished business card. I need that. I want that. Who wants coffee in the morning? Well, I like cappuccinos, but anyway, this right here needs to happen. We need Coffee Brown versus A Ward ASAP. As soon as possible, ASAP. And since we're on Coffee Brown, how about who referenced her in the Geechee battle? Sue Surf versus Coffee Brown. What? Mm. Coffee mug. Yo, that that whole entire when he was hitting shots at Coffee Brown when he was battling Geechee guys, since then, and what was it, like 2 years already, something like that. I want that battle. Why ain't it happened yet? I want that battle. damn you, Matthew, I want that battle. But yeah, I want that battle. I personally want that battle. Give me a second. Let me check the chats real quick. You know me, I'm out here live anyway. Nothing on the chats. That's okay. It's like two something in the morning, about to be three. I don't care. I've been wanting to give this episode to y'all for a bit, and we about to finish this off. don't make me cry, bro. Don't make me cry. I'm not gonna cry, bro. I'm not gonna cry. There's no crying in battle rap. I want this battle to happen because it's been long awaited. It's just been just too much back and forth and all that. I want Loaded Lux and B Dot. I want Loaded Lux Chilla Jones. I want Loaded Lux JC. I want Loaded Lux Real Sick. I want Loaded Lux Iron Solomon. I want Loaded Lux and Sue Surf the rematch, to be honest, because that first one was lackluster. To be honest, I want Sue Surf versus Loaded Lux the rematch. Unfinished business. I had this. I had to do that little spat because Loaded Lux is highly regarded in the battle rap community. But I need Lux to catch a body, homie. I need Lux to catch a body. Gitchy Gotti, shout out to the homie. Lux, you had a very close battle with Gitchy Gotti and he beat you. A lot of people and me are saying it's a gentleman's 30. Easily 2-1. But this is one of those battles you need your get back. You need your get back. And your get back is 4 bodies. I'm listing for Loaded Lux right now more than 4, but I need him to get 4 bodies right now. Because if he takes at least 1 more loss, or 2 more losses, or 3 more losses, is he still considered on the battle rap Mount Rushmore? Can we still hold him to his stature right now, representing the old era? If he keeps taking L's, this is not no shot at Loaded Lux at all. He is still on my Mount Rushmore. He is still in my battle rap Mount Rushmore of the old era. This new era, he battled one of the top dudes in this new era, and it was not pretty. So, to be honest, Loaded Lux, I need you to catch at least 2 to 3 more bodies, or 4. Like I said, I got more than 4 listed here, but I need you to catch 4 bodies in the next 2 years, or 1. If you could knock them out in 1 year, woo! I salute you, Lux. I salute you, beloved. Healthy. I want Loaded Lux versus Mike P. Loaded Lux versus Chilla Jones. Loaded Lux versus B Dot. Loaded Lux versus JC. Loaded Lux versus Real Sick. Loaded Lux versus Iron Solomon. And Loaded Lux versus Sue Surf the rematch. Oh, I almost forgot to mention because I didn't even write it down. Loaded Lux versus A Ward. Yes, people. Loaded Lux versus A Ward. I want to see what they got to say to each other. The beloved one, against one of the horsemen, right? One of God's holy disciples right now in battle rap. So, like I said, it's about one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. That's eight. Actually, did I have another one earlier? Anyway, but I have about eight battles for Loaded Lux lined up for the next 2 to 3 years, right? If he catches four bodies out of these eight, he will still maintain his battle rap Mount Rushmore status for the next 10 plus years. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. Because right now, if he takes one or two more losses, I think his battle with Geechee Gotti made a determining factor in possible Mount Rushmore status being jeopardized and might not be able to hold his status. So, um, he needs his get back. Loaded Lux versus JC could be an easy fight, you know what I mean, for Loaded Lux because JC, I think JC would rather have Averb right now, and I think JC probably has been writing for Averb, and Averb didn't really want to battle, so this whole thing of his forcing of a face off when Head Ice was having his face off with Averb when JC forced a JC and Averb face off. I think that if wow, that's tough though. You can never see. Here's another thing: you can never count JC out. You could think like, you know what? He might be emotional. He might be, dealing with some, my condolences, of course, no pun. But I lost somebody close to me years ago, and that's not no funny thing. When a person does not want to deal with anybody because they of loss, uh, accept that as is. They're going through a loss, and I give it up to JC. Yo, JC, man, do not sleep on JC. The moment you try to count him out, he pulls a classic out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Not out of nowhere because JC is known to create classics. JC, come on, people. Does JC deserve to battle Loaded Lux right now? No, because I personally want him to battle Averb or Sue Surf. My personal opinion. Hey, and that could be on an unfinished business card too. You know what I mean? I should write those down. But anyway, but getting back to JC and Loaded Lux, JC could be an easy target for Loaded Lux right now, but the way JC is looking right now, because I saw his last battle, and everybody is sweeping under the rug all of his bars, which I will talk about in the episode when I create in the next couple weeks about JC. So, oh boy, wait for it, wait for it. Maul him. Anyway, shout out to Cat Williams. Um, I want Loaded Lux to battle Real Sick. Reason why I have Loaded Lux on this Unfinished Business 3 card is because we talking about writers. We talking about old era, new era. If we have writers of the old era, writers of the new era, who would y'all put right now? Put in the comments below. I personally have Real Sick as one of the top writers right now with Kid Chaos. I think Rubando. If y'all don't remember, y'all better remember. Um, but I have them in my new era of top writers. You know what I mean? And old writers, Loaded Lux is right there. You know what I mean? We have quite a few others, but I will reference Loaded Lux for right now because I want Loaded Lux to battle Real Sick. And it would be one of those unfinished business things where we want to hear who's the best of the old writers of the old era and who's the best of the new writers of the new era and see what happens. Just lay it all on the table, just throw it all there, just bow, all in. You know what I mean? Here, all in. Man, but that would be awesome. That would be fracking awesome. But he would need to body B Dot. You know what? Wait a minute. Thinking about it now, if Loaded Lux does not battle Chilla Jones this year, Loaded Lux should battle B Dot this year. Straight up. He should battle B Dot this year. New Year's Eve card. How about that? New Year's Eve card. URL, New Year's Eve card. Have yourself your B Dot and Loaded Lux. Unfinished business number 3. Created by yours truly, HydroMan from the Battle Rap Poor. You're a Slipknot fan of Battle Rap. But anyway, yeah. I think he would Loaded Lux would have a hard time right now battling Chilla Jones. Mike, oh yeah, because I did have Mike P. Loaded Lux versus Mike P. That could be a lot closer. Let me put an asterisk. Loaded Lux Mike P. Because Loaded Lux did say that he would battle Mike P. And Mike P did say that he would battle Loaded Lux. Um, but yeah, I think Loaded Lux would have to battle Mike P, Chilla Jones, B. Dot, JC. And he would have to definitively, clearly, 2-1 or gentleman's 30 these men. It would be very hard. A couple of them would be very hard. But if he could get those 4, if he can body those 4, then he can go for Real Sick. It could be Loaded Lux versus Real Sick, Loaded Lux versus A Ward, Loaded Lux versus Sue Surf the rematch, and then Sue Surf versus Iron Solomon. Which, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna do the Loaded Lux A Verb, rematch because it was lackluster, and uh, I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna leave it as is. You know what I mean? Uh, dun, 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 dun. I already did that one. Yeah, man. I think that's the end. If there's any others that I missed or that y'all like, hey, leave it in the comments below. I honestly think that, I have a lot more that I like. Don't get me wrong. If give me another 2 weeks, give me another 2 weeks, and I'll have a whole nother list of what was it, 30 somewhere. I had more than that, but yeah, I personally feel like URL smack URL has been definitely been on one doing their thing, and they missing something. They missing something. Do y'all think that they missing something? Do y'all think that they missing something? There's something down there. What's that underneath? It says URL unfinished business 3 question mark question mark question mark. Just take out the 3 question marks. Take out the 3 question marks and make it a reality. That's why I'm making this episode. Trying to shake up the game, people. Yeah, I'm here to shake up the game, people. Let y'all know that This right here, this is a card that I want. You can rewind the whole thing. It's an hour plus long, whatever, but it's a whole hour plus long of me explaining my whole entire card that I want to see because we need an unfinished business card, people. When was the last time we saw an unfinished business card? Let me see. Let me see. 5 years? Has it been 5 years since the last unfinished business card? That was unfinished business too. Uh, NWX Gun Titles rematch, which I still want to see the third one. Like I said, um, I would like to see the Wody and Cody. Either one, Geechee Gotti versus Vixen the Assassin, or Chilla Jones versus Vixen the Assassin. Either one, I still want to see it. It's been a long night, pretty tipsy. Need to eat something now. Feel all right though. I got to be able to let y'all know what's been on my mind. What's been on my mind has been this unfinished business card that like I said, ain't nobody's doing it right now, and I'm here to shake up the game with some ideas here. You know what I mean? Throwing out there some ideas, people. Maybe something will catch. Maybe somebody from URL will catch it and be like, you know what? This guy HydroMan from the Battle Rap Tour, he's on to something. So hopefully, you know what I mean? Hopefully y'all get the fact that, this is not a game here, people. This is real life, and there are lives here. There are lives on the line. There are careers on the line. All it takes is one slip up of one bar, and then it's bull all over again. You gotta have fun, people. You know what I mean. Sometimes things could get a little too serious. Sometimes you gotta have fun, people. You know what I mean. Have some humor. Have some comedic humor in your bars. Damn, I'm trying to remember who was it that had some comedic in the bars recently too. That I was shocked of. Av. Oh, That's gonna be a whole nother episode right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, but because of everything that's been going on, I'd like to let everybody know that I am on all social media networks. Uh, maybe, maybe if you're nice and good people, I'll start my Discord. um, but yeah, I want to leave y'all with this factor of life that when trouble when trouble comes down your path, right? And this might be a little long-winded. I'm gonna try and keep it short, people. When trouble is in your path, right? And I mean, you're dealing with some rough times and stuff like that. There's not a lot that not a lot of people you can depend on, or however you may feel, or maybe you do have a lot of people you can depend on. It's just other factors, whatever it is, whatever problems you're going through, or whatever. Talk, talk to people, talk to your friends, talk to neighbors, speak. You know what I mean? And sometimes you gotta, what you want to happen in your life, speak it into existence. You know what I mean? I'm a heavy, firm believer in the the art of attraction, where I want this, I will manifest it by me believing in it, thinking about it, and being on my path for that to happen. I want a house. How can I get my house? If I stay on my path of getting my credit better. If I'm on my path of saving for a deposit. If I'm saving up for my house and so on and so forth. That as long as I'm on my path, that everything will work accordingly. I will create this house. I want this house. I will create it. I want this job. I will create it. All you have to do is believe in yourself. I want this job. All right. go up there, throw your application, as many applications and so on and so forth to all these jobs to try to get the job that you want and so on and so forth. If you're not, doing this, you're not gonna get it. You know what I mean? Somebody's not just gonna. It happens where people are like, "Hey, do you need a job?" You know what I mean? It does happen, but you can't always depend on that. You have to depend on yourself, people. So I guess that's what I'm leaving you out with. Depend on yourselves. Depend on yourselves to be able to make it through anything and everything, because nobody's gonna do it for you. And if anybody's gonna be there in support, then that's your grounding foundation to keep moving forward. You see, I got these people right there with me throughout this. There we go. And guess what? You get to be able to move forward in anything and everything that you try to do in your life. You know what I mean? As long as you keep that positive driving force moving forward, straight up. Of course, any donation to the Battle Rap Poor is highly appreciated. You know what I mean? PayPal, Venmo at the Battle Rap Poor, Chime, Cash App, money sign, the Battle Rap Poor. So, for anybody that if y'all don't know, there's um there's going to be an interview that I'm going to be doing soon on Instagram with a big fan of battle rap soon. So take a note of that. And if you're not following me on Instagram or whatever, stay tuned. Trust you, me, stay tuned. I'm not gonna say, oh, please follow me on this and subscribe and hit this and follow my Twitter. And I'm not gonna say any of that. But what I will say is, please help support any and all channels that you like and subscribe to them. Hit their Cash App, their donations, and all that. Hit their social media networks, follow them, share, like, subscribe, all that to any channels that you like and want to support, because any and all likes and subscribes and all that always helps in the algorithm of those channels. So definitely take a note of that. Always remember that. And of course, don't, please don't take a drive. Don't drive with a cell phone in your hands, and please don't drive distracted. You know what I mean? There's a lot of you can get trust you me, you'll be at your destination. Just don't pick up that phone. Don't drive distracted. Don't drive drunk. You know what I mean? There are other people on the road, and I being one of them too. So definitely think about that. I usually like to think of every single vehicle as there's kids in the vehicle, even if it's a big truck, 18 wheeler. And I think that there are kids in my vehicle. So as long as I keep that in my mind, I will always drive cautiously and be a defensive driver, never an offensive driver. So on that note, you already know it's the end of the show. Giving y'all the loves, and I truly appreciate everybody that follows me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Caffeine, YouTube, and Facebook. And of course, you know me, all the people out there on Caffeine, I truly appreciate all y'all. Y'all definitely a big support. We here, we here. I might be switching up my show time and dates, so it might not be Fridays on anymore. You know what I mean? I've been a little off on my Fridays, so it might not be Fridays anymore. So never know. Check my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that for any changing developments and stuff like that. And check the bio on my YouTube, because sometimes I update the bio. That's another thing, people. Update your bios. Update your bios on your profiles. Let people know if anything updated happened in your life. You know what I mean? Or yo, my resume. Da, 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 like yo, update your res. Let people know what's up. You know what I mean? You should already know this. You know what I mean? I know I had to update my resume, so that's why. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people are always updating, resumes and no profiles and none of that. You know what I mean? So I do update my profile on YouTube. So, you know what I mean? If I change my time of my show, like if it's not on Fridays at 12 midnight ish, it'll be on a different day. I will be updating it on my social media networks and my YouTube and Caffeine, Facebook, and all that. So I'm gonna leave you with the usual. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Good fracking night. Stay safe. Stay blessed. HydroMan out. How do you stop this thing? I'm an old guy. Are these buttons? Is that a button? Why does it say end stream? It ends the stream. What does it do? It ends the stream. I'm on. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? Where are my glasses?